Greetings to all. Greetings, greetings. We're talking about a paper I wrote back in 2013 on conflict resolution. And again, please subscribe now to my channel, please. Please, sir. Again, I say welcome to everyone. Today, we're diving into the fascinating topic of conflict resolution. My name, that is James Bird, and I'm thrilled to have you here with me on this journey. Now then, conflict resolution is an essential skill in both personal and professional settings. It's somewhat, it's sometimes, it's something, I'd rather say, we all encounter. And mastering it can significantly enhance our interactions and relationships. That is. Throughout this session, we will explore various strategies that can help us effectively manage and resolve conflicts. We'll also take a look at some real life examples that illustrate these techniques in action. Again, I want to thank you so much for being here today. And I want to kindly ask you to don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And as we wrap up and connecting to the next slide, let's move forward to the abstract section where we'll delve into some key concepts and assumptions within conflict management. We get good at it. It's called repetition, practice, awareness, abstract. With this abstract, we'll be talking about workplace experience. Assumptions can distort things, and some keywords in conflict management. Let's move on into the abstract and identifying key items there. And that will be setting the stage for our discussion on conflict resolution. At the heart of it, we have a few key terms. They are conflict management, problem solving, accommodating, accommodating, avoiding, compromising, and managerial negotiation. The main message here, folks, is that assumption can really distort relationships, that is, assumptions. But the good news is resolution, that resolute strategies, resolution strategies exist which can help somewhat rebuild trust. This is crucial because trust is the foundation of any stronger relationship, be it personal or on a professional level. It leads. Now, let me share a personal workspace experience with you. Have you ever misinterpreted a nonverbal signal? Again, have you ever misinterpreted a nonverbal signal? That is, I once faced a situation where nonverbal cues were misread, leading to confusion and conflict. This experience taught me the power of understanding and correctly interpreting these signals. As we move forward, we will explore how collaboration can uncover the truth and correct misunderstandings, even when they are deeply rooted in cultural differences. So nonverbal cues, that is, moving right along. Introduction. In this introduction, we'll be talking about misjudgment based on nonverbal cues lead, can lead to conflict. Also, we'll be talking about premature judgment could harm professional relationships. Premature judgment. Collaboration reveal the truth and corrected the misunderstanding. BIA collaboration. It's Bible too. There it is. Now, let's talk more into how misjudgments based on nonverbal cues can lead to conflict in the workplace. Imagine this. A simple nonverbal gesture is misinterpreted and suddenly tensions rise. This is a common scenario where premature judgment can harm professional relationships. The emphasis here is on premature judgment. But here's the silver lining: collaboration. That is, when we come together, share perspectives, and communicate openly, we often find that what seemed like a conflict was just a misunderstanding. Again, heel of beans. This collaborative effort not only reveals the truth, but also corrects any misunderstandings, reinforcing the importance of teamwork, and open dialogue. That is. I want to encourage you. Let's remember the path to resolution begins with understanding, not assumptions. Binoculars. Problem statement, cause of conflict, misinterpretation of culturally influenced behavior, impact, risk of damage, professional relationship due to assumptions again. You're assuming things about things outside of the key. Let's delve into the core issues at hand. The root cause, I might add, of our conflict was a misinterpretation of culturally influenced behavior. This is a common challenge in diverse workplaces. When assumptions are made based on these misinterpretations, it can lead to significant misunderstandings. This, in turn, poses a risk to professional relationships, potentially causing long-term damage if not addressed promptly and effectively. It's crucial for us to recognize how these assumptions can distort our perceptions and interactions and to proactively work towards understanding the cultural nuisance that underpin our behaviors. By doing so, we safeguard our professional relationships and foster a more inclusive and harmonious work environment. It is. Dewey's problem solving process. It's a 5-step process allocated by define, analyze, brainstorm, develop, select, and implement. Let's dive into Dewey's problem solving process, a powerful tool for navigating conflicts. First, we define the problem. Clearly understanding the issue sets a solid foundation for effective resolution. Next, we analyze the problem. This involves examining the root causes and gathering relevant information. And I want to ask you, Have you ever solved a problem without truly understanding it? Now, we move on into brainstorming alternatives. This is where creativity comes into play. Consider all possible solutions, no matter how unconventional. Consider all possible solutions, no matter how unconventional that is. Which, with potential solutions in hand, we then develop criteria for solutions with the collected data. Establish what success looks like and the standards each solution must meet. Framework. Finally, it's time to select and implement the best solution. Choose the options that aligns best with the defined criteria and take decisive action. Each step is integral to resolving conflicts effectively and maintaining strong professional relationships. Again, each step is integral to resolving conflicts effectively and maintaining strong professional relationships. Following this process can lead to more thoughtful and harmonious resolutions. Resolution strategy. And I must ask you right now to please subscribe to our channel and let's explore the resolution strategy we use to address the conflict effectively. Now, we will be focusing on three key adjustments. First, we adjusted conditions. This involved finding a compromise that was acceptable to both parties. It's about meeting halfway and ensuring that everyone feels served. Next, we worked on adjusting perceptions. Here, the aim was to have a neutral reality check. We needed to look at the situation objectively and remove any personal biases. This step is crucial in ensuring that everyone understands the other's perspective without preconceived notions. That is, finally, we focus on adjusting attitudes by working to dissolve trust and fear barriers. We were able to foster a more open and trusted environment. This step is essential for long-term collaboration and mutual respect. These adjustments, as highlighted by Webb B. Harmon, paved the way toward resolving the conflict constructively. As we move forward, let's consider how these strategies can be applied in similar situations. Moving right along, don't forget to subscribe now to our channel. Thank you. Conflict resolution style, that is. 1 second there. Today, we are focusing on the avoiding, accommodating conflict resolution style. That is, avoiding, accommodating. This approach is particularly useful in situations where time is needed for clarification and justification. By choosing to avoid or accommodate initially, we effectively prevent unnecessary escalation of the issue. This style can be beneficial when emotions are more high, when emotions are high, or when more information is needed before making a decision, crucial decision. Remember this, purpose here is to create space for understanding and for reducing tension. It's not about ignoring the problem, but about strategically delaying confrontation to allow for a more thoughtful response later. And again, as we move forward, consider how this style could apply in your experiences. Think about a situation where taking a step back might have helped in resolving conflicts more effectively. Think about the railroad crossing, sign down unneeded ticket. Lessons learned. Now let's talk about lessons learned. Or should I say, talk about the lessons we've learned from this experience. First, avoiding hasty judgments is crucial. Snap decision, that is, can lead us down a path we might regret. Instead, taking a step back allows us time to gather all the facts. Next, use the retreat as Preparation for collaboration is a powerful strategy. Less ice water. It's preparation for collaboration. Stepping away isn't about giving up in some kind of way. It's about getting ready to come back stronger and somewhat more informed. Come back loaded with information about a negative situation. Lastly, revising concerns after thorough self reflection is essential. Meditate on it. This practice helps ensure that we're addressing the root of the problem, not just the symptom. By embracing these lessons, we can handle conflict more effectively in the future. Uh, Somewhat accepting that things can't change. Lessons learned. Prefaces. Let's take a moment to acknowledge the sources that reinformed our that have informed our discussions on conflict resolution. Again, let's take a moment to acknowledge the sources that have informed our discussion of conflict resolution. First, we have Highness book, Manager Communication, Strategies and Application. It's a valuable resource for understanding broader communication strategies and management, that is. It's very important. Textbook, that is. Next, Webner D. Harmon work from the University of Wisconsin-Madison offers practical insights into conflict resolution techniques. This is a key resource for actual applications in diverse scenarios. Lastly, while Wikipedia is not an academic source, it provides a general overview that can be helpful for initial understanding. By drawing on these references, we ensure our approach is informed and well rounded. And again, water is one of the most powerful catalysts for evolution. And you get into talking about the glass of ice water, cool things down. Uh, those drinking beer, try water. Sipping a glass can help ease tension during an argument, and just vice versa if you're drinking alcohol. Maintaining eye contact is key to gaining and keeping control in tense discussions with disruptive individuals, that is. But we must remember, try not to be looking for a challenge, so to speak. In moments like these, calmness and quiet are essential. This is when the brain starts using more than its usual 1/8 capacity, bringing clarity to discussion, decision making, that is, in an impartial way. Again, this is when the brain starts using more than its usual 1/8 capacity, bringing clarity to decision making in an impartial way. Once again, thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.